Aubrey, we miss you. We are gonna start the review for chapter, what is this, chapter 3? We're in chapter 3?
Yeah.
Chapter 3. And we're gonna start with the last 3 problems, 35, 36, 37, because that's what we just recently got done doing. And then we're gonna go back to the beginning because this is just kind of the same thing but no shading. So the y-intercept, axis of symmetry, x-coordinates, whatever, we're going to do all of those things. So we're going to go the last 3 and then we're going to go back to the beginning because those kind of go together a little bit, okay? So, oh, and then tomorrow I will be gone and everybody else will be gone except Matthew. I have to take my kid to the dentist and one act is gone. So I will post a video tomorrow to Google Classroom if you guys want to watch that of the review, more of the review. But we'll go through whatever we don't get to on Friday. I'm going to post that for the 8th period class. Okay. We'll finish the review on Friday and then we'll do whiteboards on Monday and then test on Tuesday probably. So, all right, starting with 35. Here we go. We are wanting to graph this. And how do you know, by the way, how do you know that we're just graphing this versus we're having to shade this? Like, how do I know that this needs to be shaded?
Good question.
For one thing. Like what in here tells me I have to shade this thing? Like how do I know it? Yeah, this symbol right here, if it was an equal to symbol, we would just graph the thing and be done, right? But the fact that it is an inequality symbol means that I have to eventually end up shading. Okay, so we can use whatever means possible to graph this. I know I'm going to start with the plus 5 because that's my y-intercept, okay? And then what else shall we do? Vertex?
Yes.
Yeah? Negative b over 2a. So negative b would be negative 4 over 2 times 1. So negative 4 over 2, which is negative 2. All right, then we got to plug negative 2 back in. Okay, negative 2 if I square it is a positive 4. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8 plus 5. So 4 minus 8 plus 5 is 1, I think. Yeah?
Yeah, it is.
So negative 2, 1 is my vertex. Here's like my axis of symmetry if that helps. And then I know that I'm going to have this same dot over here on the other side, okay? And is it a solid line or a dotted line to make my parabola? Dotted because it's just greater than. Okay, I'll just like this. And y is greater than, so we're going to shade. Inside. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Yes. All right. This says 35, but it's supposed to be 36, Aubrey. So we've already kind of changed that, but we got to go through. This one doesn't give me a graph, so I'm just going to do a little sketch of a graph. What?
With no graphs.
No, I'll give you the graph on the test. I don't know why I must have run out of space or something that I didn't give you the graph, but anyway. So I'm going to start my y-intercept is 1, okay? Negative b over 2a. You want to try this on your own? Sure, maybe, okay. All right, negative b over 2a. Beautiful. Yeah, I got it.
You just have to graph it.
Your vertex in that case just so happens to be the the x-intercept also. Your vertex is your 0. Yeah, not too bad. All right. Oh, this one. Yuck. Negative 20 is all the way down here. That's my whatever thing. Okay, my y-intercept. Okay, and this negative b over 2a is gross. Negative b will be negative 1, positive 1 over 2 times 1. So 1/2. Yuck. And then this one is negative 20 and a 4th if I plug it back in. Negative 20 and 1/4. So 1/2 comma negative 20 and a 4th is down here. So he's going to look something like this. Just trust me that that's what you get when you plug it back in. Negative 20 and a fourth. Y is greater than. So outside or inside? Or above or below, I guess.
That would be
Above, which in this case is inside. Yep. Very good.
Can you
Okay.
not put fraction ones on the test?
I won't put
They're
fraction ones on the test. I'll make them nice.
disgusting.
I'll make them nice. Yep. That one is really icky. Okay, happy with that? So that's what we just got done doing. Now let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to number 1. 1 and 2 and 3, which look like this, okay?
So we can get our worksheet out, right?
So this one,
Do
what?
we get to use our thing?
We'd use our notes on the test, right?
No.
No. What I think I'm going to do,
Our one paper.
what one paper?
Did we already take a test with that?
What?
Greatest common factor and all that.
Oh, I don't know. What I think I'm going to do, make really good notes on this review because I might let you use this review on your test. Because this will have everything on it that you will need.
Okay.
How's
Okay.
your day been?
Great.
We're
Okay.
busy.
So this one, number
Yeah.
1, number 1 and number 2 and number 3, whatever, we're just finding the y-intercept, the axis of symmetry, the vertex, and then use this information to graph the function of number 1. So those 3 things are what we need. And this one does not involve shading because he's only equal to and not a less than or greater than, okay? So AOS vertex. Those are the 3 things that we need. Okay, we know the y-intercept. I don't know why I gave you so much room for that or why I wrote so much room. Let's move this. There you go. Y-intercept is 12. Do I have room for 12? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 12. 12 is up there above the 4. Yuck. Okay, I don't do the AOS next. I do the vertex next. Vertex. Negative B will be a positive 4 over 2 times negative 1. Negative,
Yeah, so 4 divided by negative 2
uh-huh.
is
Negative 2 comma something, okay? Now, if you plug negative 2 back in, I get like 16. Check me.
Check you.
Check me to see if that's right.
Negative 2.
We might have to move some stuff.
Positive 16, yeah.
Did you get 16? Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's go by 2's. Can we go by 2's? On the graph, I'm gonna move my 12, and let's go by 2's. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Here's my dot. And then 14, 16 would be up 2 more, but at negative 2. There he is, right there. Okay, so there's my vertex. Is this an upside down parabola?
Yes.
Yes, because it's minus, right? Okay. Then my axis of symmetry is this little dude right here. And what's the equation of that axis of symmetry? X equals negative 2, exactly. It's going through the x-axis at negative 2, which means I have another dot over here, and I can just draw my parabola. Boop. And boop. And I don't have to worry about solid line or dotted line because it's going to be solid no matter what because we're not shading. Happy with that?
Yes.
Boom.
Okay. I'm trying
Alright,
to figure
that's
out what I did wrong on this one. That one, because
Okay,
that
roll.
is not the same as that.
You?
Negative 3, 4, 1, 0, 4, negative 2, negative 2. 3, negative 3, 4, 1. You did 4, negative 1. So these guys should be up here. And then he'll look a little bit better.
Okay.
And he'll look a little bit better. Okay.
Because he looks similar, but he's not the same.
All right, number 2, determine whether the function has a maximum or a minimum and then find that value. All right, here we go.
The first one has a maximum.
The
Right?
first one has a,
Maximum.
Minimum.
Why?
is he gonna smile or frown?
Small.
Smile. So is he gonna have a maximum or a minimum?
Oh.
Min.
I was just looking at the
Is
positive.
it normally just 4 of you in here?
Yep, it's, yeah, Jaden's my teacher's aide.
TA.
No,
And then we
it's
have Aubrey.
usually.
So minimum at something, and then we have to find domain and range, right? Okay, so, like, what is this? I'm trying to find this minimum right here. What is that thing called? What's that minimum thing called?
The vertex.
The vertex. They're asking for the vertex, basically, okay? So if I do negative b over 2a,
Getting it for fun or
Negative 2 over 2 times 1 is going to be negative 1. Whoa, I don't know why I wrote that backwards. Negative 1, comma, something.
Oh, wait a minute. -9. What?
Negative 9. Did you get negative 9? I heard somebody say.
Yep.
Yes, that's what I got. So what do I put for my minimum?
-9.
Just negative 9. It's the lowest point. Okay, the minimum is at negative 9. Yeah, I'll take it because you're gonna be gone tomorrow. That's fine.
How did
You wanna go put it back in my tray?
-1?
Okay,
Oh, wait, never mind.
Yep.
I know what
you got it? Okay. All right, so this guy is at negative 1 comma negative 9. All right, so the last thing we have to do is domain and range, right? Domain is left and
Domain
right.
is all real numbers.
All round numbers. Okay, range, he'll go up forever, but he won't go down forever.
Y is greater than or equal to 0.
What's the
JK
lowest he goes?
less- Oh, -9.
Negative 9. It's the minimum, right? So that's my domain and range. So those two things are what we need to have. I always just do a little rough sketch of like what he looks like, the little tiny parabola. Okay. All right. Do you want to try the next one by yourself?
Oh, sure.
I'll do it. I'll do it silently and I'll do the work. Okay. All right. What?
You do this with so like ease, make it look easy. How much was your Apple Pencil?
This one? I don't remember. Probably around $100.
Can you walk me through this?
Oh,
Wait just a
yeah.
little bit because I'm recording right now. Otherwise, I would. Okay. Did you get it?
Yep.
3
Yes.
is the max.
But,
Awesome.
How do you know whether it's greater than or less than sign? Is it because it's max or min? Or what? Oh, the negative sign maybe?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
My
No,
thesis is it's
whether this is
greater.
whether this is a less than or yeah. So it's going down. So y is lower than that point,
Less than.
right? This one was y is greater than because everything was above that point,
Oh.
right?
Is
Yeah.
it
So it depends on the way
so-
that it's the parabola is facing. If it's a smiley face or a frowny face. If it's a smiley face, it's gonna be greater than. If it's a frowny face, it's gonna be less than because it's going down.
I remember doing
Does that make sense?
They were awful. I don't remember how to do them. I just remember doing them.
Don't listen to her. She doesn't know she's fine.
Because I didn't know what I was doing.
You did at the time. It's
And then I forget. I forget everything within a week.
Yep. Okay, moving on. 4, 5, 6. Okay, solve each equation. If exact roots cannot be found, state the consecutive integers, blah, 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 blah. Oh, shoot. I think I had you guys do these by plotting points.
What even is
Solve each equation. That means we're trying to find where the x's are. Like where the zeros are,
I don't
okay?
remember this.
So let's do, I gotta think.
Oh, not the I.
No, it's not eyes yet.
I know, I see it down there.
You see it. Oh, he's
Oh,
there. He's
those
down
are
there.
awful.
X's and Y's and
Weren't there like negative
X's
eyes?
and Y's
There was something funny
and
with eyes.
X's and Y's.
Isn't
Okay,
it if it's
I
an
gotta
odd
think
eye,
about
it's
things to
terrible?
plug in.
If it's an odd eye, it's terrible.
Negative.
Are you gonna give us the ones that we were supposed to plug in on the test? Like, are you gonna give us the X values on the test?
Hold on. Let's go 0, -1, -2, -3, -4. Let's do that. Yes, I will probably. I don't remember,
Please.
but we'll say I will.
Please.
So let's go -7, -6, -5, -4, -3.
Oh.
Let's try those. And then let's go for the last one. I don't know. Let's
This review is
go
not as bad as you said it would be.
-2, -1,
Yeah.
0, 1, and 2. We'll do those. Okay?
True.
All right. Shall we plug some in? 0. If I plug 0 in, you should know what you get. You're like, I don't really want to, but anyway.
5.
If you plug 0 in, you should get 5. If you plug -1 in, you should get +6 plus 5. 9.
9.
If you plug -2 in, you should get, I don't know, 4. -8 plus 12 is plus 5. 9 again.
9.
I got 9 for that one. -3. -18 plus 18 plus 5. Hey, it should be 5. Okay, I see the method of this madness here. -32 plus 24 plus 5, 29, -3. There you go. There's your numbers. I gave them to you. Okay,
How many more problems is on
0,
this review?
5, a ton. -1 is at 9, 2, 4, 6, like there. -2 is at 9. -3 is back at 5, and then this one's at -3. Like so. Now, how are these two straight across from each other?
They go like this. Meow.
Yep, he does a little lip-de-doo right here, right? He has like a little, he goes up a little down a little bit, okay? All right, so this is what he looks like, right? And it says, does this one have exact roots? Exact zeros?
No.
No, they are
Between. Oh, I remember this now.
between
Hold on. Between -1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
negative, I think it's -3 and -4.
No, -1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Are you kidding me?
Oh wait, maybe you're. I think I drew it wrong.
Yeah, between -4 and -3.
Yep.
And between 0 and 1, I believe. Those two are my zeros. Okay, now the deal is, we know this now, that those are ones where we would have decimals that would come out with the quadratic formula, right?
Yes, but we're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that part. But that's like how we would find exactly those decimal places, right? There is that. Between -4 and -3, between 0 and 1. Okay,
Do we have to do all
Great.
of these?
What?
All of these.
I'm going to give you these numbers.
Okay.
49 minus 70 plus 24 is 73.
Did you guys like just
So
start
3. Yeah. 3.
Get out.
36.
Yeah, we have to wait.
36 minus 60 plus 24 is 0.
Yeah.
That's what I got too. -4 is at 0 also. -5 is at 1. No. Yeah.
Yes.
No. -1. -1. Wrong. Negative. Do you have these already done,
Me?
Matthew?
I'm punching them in.
Okay. -7. 2, 4, 6, 7 is at 3. -6, 2, 4, 6 is at 0. Then we're at -1, 0, 3. There's my parabola. Does this one have exact roots?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. At?
4, -4, and -6.
Yep. -6 and -4. Very nice. He is beautiful. He is beautiful,
I
beautiful.
don't know about beautiful, but
Olivia.
Okay. Good. All right, moving right along. Here we go. Okay, -2. If we plug it in, this should be 8 plus 2 minus 6, 4. -1 is 2 plus 1 minus 6, so -3. 0 is at -6. 1.
Is that right?
1 would be at -1 minus 6. So -5 Yeah, this one's going to be an ugly one. 2 is at bleh,
0.
8. 0? No way. Yeah, you're right. 0. Hey. Okay. Negative. What is going on here?
Why is it
Negative
wrong?
2 is at 4.
He looks like
Negative 1 is at negative 3. 0 is at negative 6. 1 is at negative 5. Yuck. 2 is at 0. How in the heck is this happening? My vertex is going to be like there-ish. You see how that works? My dots are not symmetric, but that means my little loop-de-doo is like at a half. My vertex. Okay, so does he have exact zeros?
Yes. Positive 2.
One of them.
Positive 2 and between negative 1 and negative 2.
And between negative 1 and negative 2. You got it. That is perfect. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay? All right. All right.
Alright.
All right.
This is gross. I forgot how to do number 7.
How do you do number 7? You have to have like an even with the eyes. I remember that, right?
What time do we get out of here?
42.
42. We might need to stop at that point.
We might need to do 7.
You want to do 7 first? Okay.
What in the
7
world is
first. Okay.
I don't want this.
All right.
Make him 54.
I don't know what I to the 55th power is, but I know what I squared is. You remember what I squared was?
I squared is I squared.
Negative 1. I squared is negative 1. Yeah? Okay. Now, how many times do you take I squared times itself to get something close to 55?
What's 54 do?
2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 4.
How many times do you
Here we
take
go.
I squared times itself to get something close to 55?
2 times
I.e.
2 is
like
4.
54.
4 times 2 is 8.
Just take 54 divided by 2.
How about 27?
Sure.
2 times 27 is 54.
Well, yeah,
But I need an extra one, so I have to multiply by another I to the first power to make 55. Yeah?
Why?
Okay, because otherwise it's not 55, that's only 54. Okay, now we're almost done. I squared is, what did we say it was?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. If you take negative 1 times itself 27 times,
You're going to get positive 1.
you're going to get
Negative.
negative 1.
Oh, yeah.
7 times, 7 is an odd. Okay, so negative 1 times itself 27 times is a negative number. So negative 1 times I, what's negative 1 times I?
Negative 1 I. No.
Negative 1 I? Or just
One
negative
I.
I? Negative 1 I or negative I? Yep.
I thought we weren't supposed to do negative i's.
What?
Thought we weren't supposed to do negative i's.
No, you can have a negative I.
Well, isn't that the whole point of I?
So an I gets rid of a negative inside of a square root, but if the negative's on the outside of the square root, it will still be negative.
What does I
Confusing
stand for?
I stands for the square root of a
I
negative 1.
stand for invisible.
I stand for imaginary.
Invisible.
Invisible. Invisible. Okay, so why don't we do
Yeah,
this? Okay, for homework, let's do this. Can we do this for homework? Can you do this for homework? Do 8 through 12 for homework. Can you do that? And then we'll check those answers really fast on Friday, and then we'll begin again with the rest of it. Okay? Can we do that? Can you handle it? 8 through 12 for homework. Okay? Now, real quick, 8, what are you having to do on number 8? Don't foil. This means,
10 minus 48.
yeah, you're subtracting, right? Minus, that's what you're doing. Okay? You just combine like terms.
15 minus.
Minus a negative 30, so
Plus
15
15
plus
minus
30.
Oh,
30.
plus 30i. 15i
So negative
minus.
38 minus 15i.
But it's minus a negative 30, so it would be plus 30. So 15i plus 30
10 minus 48
would be,
is negative 38.
uh-huh,
So it's 38, negative 38 plus 30i.
plus
45.
45i, right? Because 15 minus a negative 30 would be plus 30. Okay? 9, you're adding. So you're just combining like terms about adding.
So.
What do you do on 10 and 11?
5 minus 30.
Multiply 4.
Multiply, FOIL, and then 12 you simplify. Okay? There you go. Do those for homework.
How do I do this?
Bye, Aubrey.
Okay? Goodbye, Aubrey.